Hi, I'm 5 Pound Pete, and when we travel to national parks with the extended family, sometimes our 3 grandkids like to have a sleepover. So we decided to build a twin bed that would fit in the front of the van so that we could sleep 5. 2 in the front, 2 in the back, and 1 on the floor on a backpacking air mattress. This has proved to be super fun, and in this video I'm going to talk about how I built and installed this bed in front of the van. I'm going to be using a double wide air mattress for the mattress, and that will sit onto some twin bed size slats I get from IKEA. The side rails of the bed will be made out of 1.5 by 1.5 PVC molding. And to help with some strength, I'll be using 1-inch square aluminum angle material. 3 corners of the bed are held by the seats in the front of the van. The last corner needs a support, so I'm going to be using an additional Lagun mount and reusing the Lagun table mount for our table to hold up the corner of the bed. To fit under the garage, I'm going to cut the rail in half and insert or attach really strong hinges so that I can fold the side rails in half for storage underneath the fixed bed. And then I'm using riv nuts and thumb screws to attach the slats to the side rails for security. I finished constructing the bed frame. This is one of the side rails, and it folds up like this so that it can be stored in the garage. There's riv nuts mounted in the rails and holes in the slats so that I can hold the bed frame together with these thumb screws. They're easily installed. The rails fit inside and the slats fit inside this bag so that it can be stored in the garage, ready for use. With the seats turned around, we create a really nice private space. We have a curtain that wraps all the way around the back of the seats, and it comes up to the ceiling. I'm particularly happy with this curtain track. It allows us to have a very small gap. So this curtain is used as a blackout screen. It's also a thermal screen, so we don't have to heat up the entire part of the van. And it does a little bit of sound dampening also. So this area becomes a nice, comfortable living space. We have a table that you can configure many configurations. And this works out pretty darn well. To convert the living space into a sleeping space, we simply just need to take the table off and store it on a shelf behind the seat. And then take the post and move it to the side of the refrigerator. I've moved the post from the table over to the end of the refrigerator. And you'll notice I have a wooden block down here that serves 2 purposes. It raises the post to match the height of the rails, and it also distributes the weight so that the weight of 2 people sitting on here doesn't damage the floor. So that spreads out the weight. And it also takes a lot of pressure off of trying to clamp that post down to be able to hold that much weight. At the top of the post, you'll notice that the frame sits on the arm that's normally attached to the table. And so I didn't need any special mounting. It just sits right there on that arm. The frame is now mounted in there. Here's the thumb screws that hold it all together. It's perfectly positioned to sit in there. This is a twin bed width frame, and the next thing would be to put the mattress on it and make the bed. The rails are made out of the PVC, cut with a 45 or a 90-degree cutout, and then the angle aluminum, and a spacer so that the slats come out right even with the rail. These When I added the extra Lagun table mount to the refrigerator here to support this corner of the bed, I paid special attention to mount it such that with the same arm on the table, I could turn it into a place where we could cook. Weather permitting, we really like to cook outside. And so this configuration works out terrific. We got electrical power for our induction stove. We got full access to the refrigerator and the paper towels and a surface we can use to cook on. And so this configuration really is really nice for us when we're out camping. So I hope you learned some things and got some ideas from this video. And thank you for watching.